Hi, sir.
So thank you for the opportunity to join the meeting today. I'm sorry I can't be with you, but I'd still like to kind of share some thoughts from my side. So if we can share the slides, that would be great. I'm responsible for digital IT and the innovation hubs for Astrazeneca for all the geographies that are outside of Europe and North America. And so basically I have a responsibility focusing on digital health, and obviously artificial intelligence plays a critical role as part of that. Do we have the slides? Yeah. I can't see any slides just yet. I can't see the slides. Thank you. As part of my role, I'm also responsible for something that we call the Catalyst Network, focused on how innovative solutions can help patient experiences and outcomes. And that's what I'd like to just take a few minutes just to share with you. So next slide. So yeah, can we have the next slide, please? Thank you. So just maybe to share a little bit of context, then I think particularly post-COVID, as a world, we have some tremendous challenges, and healthcare in particular. So be aware of aging populations, of the huge burden of non-communicable diseases. For example, with CKD, it's over 700 million people globally have CKD, chronic kidney disease. The tremendous opportunity of digital to be able to reach people, and those are things that were unlocked as part of the pandemic. For example, with telehealth, we have climate change, where healthcare contributes between 5 and 8% of global emissions, and also where climate change is impacting the health of significant populations around the world. And then also the continued challenges related to COVID and the impact it's had on healthcare systems, and then also discussions about what other potential pandemics may come in the future and how do we become more prepared. So just on the next slide, if we then look forwards in terms of what's some of the opportunities. Next slide. So it's just not moving. Thank you. So basically what we're focused on as a company is around innovation and how it can support strengthening healthcare systems, providing health on an equitable basis across many countries, and there is so much in terms of disadvantaged populations who are having poorer outcomes, and then also how we can provide experiences all over the world. And I think with the opportunities of AI and digital, we have truly new potential that we can do today that maybe has never been the case previously. And actually, I think India has a tremendous opportunity and a role to play in this. Next slide. So what we're doing is we're creating in a country ecosystems focused on different challenges that patients have, and we're bringing together different players to identify innovative solutions which we can bring through to impact and deliver better experiences. So we're collaborating with academia, with investors, with government, with startups and entrepreneurs, with many players around digital and technology, policy makers, and obviously healthcare, with hospitals, with top medical leaders, focused on what solutions that we can bring through. So within India, we have an ecosystem, an A-Catalyst ecosystem, based out of Bangalore, which we have focused on a number of diseases. Next slide. And we then actually have this on a global basis with more than 20 hubs. And I think just hearing some of the conversation in the previous slot, when we think about artificial intelligence, then there's tremendous opportunities, obviously, to do work within India, exploiting artificial intelligence and AI and data platforms to provide better health outcomes. But when you start to think, maybe if you're a leader of a startup, about like how you can then scale globally, the complexity of the different regulations from one country to the next is very challenging. And also in terms of having the relations to be able to engage with regulators, engage with governments is also very challenging around the world. So we have this network where we have ecosystems in many geographies, and from startups that have an aspiration to be able to scale and have a great solution, then we can provide a network to be able to scale those solutions into other countries far faster than would be possible just with people on their own. If we just go on the next slide, if you just think about emerging markets, this just shows the hubs that we have specifically in these geographies. So you can see that we have many within Asia, but then also into Latin America, a very strong base there, and also have them in Africa and sub-Saharan Africa. So we really have a strong network which we can bring through a network effect for solutions to achieve tremendous potential very quickly. Next slide. So the kernel of things really is about what's the problems that we're looking to solve. So on this slide, you can see the different disease areas that we're focused on and challenges that we look to address. So we're focused on chronic kidney disease, on heart failure, on asthma, on COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, on lung cancer, also around breast cancer, and then also around rare diseases. So these are some of the kind of largest challenges for populations around the world that we're looking to tackle. And then also you'll be aware in different countries, the adoption of electronic health records can be low or non-existent as well. So we're also looking to support countries in terms of scale out those solutions. So in each of these different problem areas, we're looking for solutions around the world, the best solutions that can address patients' needs, and to be able to prove them initially in kind of pilot settings to generate evidence, and then to be able to kind of scale them within a country and across countries. If we go to the next slide. Just to bring a couple of examples of Indian startups. So Cure.ai is one you may be familiar with, based out of Mumbai. So we're working with Cure around lung cancer, addressing potential people who have lung nodules, which are indicators of lung cancer. And this is using chest x-rays. So chest x-rays, there are over 1 billion x-rays done every year. And we look to use those to be able to spot lung cancer, potentially in people who do not know that they've got it. So as you're aware, many people with cancer are caught too late, so the cancer is spread through their body, and it's then very difficult to tackle, so the low life expectancy. So with many of the solutions, we basically look to have early identification of the disease to then be able to help people have a better life expectancy. And the interesting thing, I think, also with Cure is that whilst we started with Cure with lung cancer, and we've already screened over 1.5 million patients for that, we're now using the same platform to be able to also use the same image to be able to identify heart failure, and then also using it for CT scans as well, also for lung cancer. So it's really tremendous, the potential that we've got. And as in the previous slides, actually what we've done is we've helped Cure to get to now over 25 countries where the solution is introduced, and it's really now starting to scale on a tremendous basis. Tricock is another Indian company that we're collaborating with, focused on the identification of people having heart attacks, and again, using the power of AI, and also looking at other disease areas with them. So I think there are a number of Indian startups that have benefited from the solutions, both for Indian patients, but also for emerging markets, but now also in the case of Cure as well, introducing into Western markets as well, with really tremendous potential to benefit very large populations. Next slide. So this just kind of gives some overall headlines of some of the kind of reach that we're achieving. So You can see we have a very large partner network in the international market. So this is in the first 3 quarters of last year. Things have since accelerated. We have solutions in 7,000 healthcare organizations. So by that we mean like clinics or hospitals or such like. So we have very broad geographic penetration. The number of patients was 3 million. This is since significantly accelerated in Q4. And what you can see is that the projects that we're working on are across the patient journey. So, you know, we are a pharmaceutical company, so we're focused on the treatment phase, but actually as part of a catalyst, we recognize that actually a person's health is affected by actions all the way through the patient journey from early identification and on. So you can see here that we're working in many areas of the patient journey. And we're also providing mentoring services to startups. So this is both within a country that we provide mentoring to startups, whether it's support with questions you may have around your business models, questions you may have around medical aspects or technology aspects or regulatory aspects. So we're providing mentoring and also providing international mentors. So, you know, you maybe feel that you're strong within your own country, but need advice maybe to take your solution into other countries. So again, we have mentors on an international basis. So I think this is something that's really great, getting a lot of traction and a lot of scale. Next slide. And I should say that whilst my focus is more on the sort of commercial side, we also have an equivalent group also focused on open innovation in the R&D arena. So basically in the drug discovery, drug development area, looking for some of the latest science. And I think as India kind of develops more and more, if it's developing its scientific muscles, I hope that India can contribute also to the R&D priorities and explore opportunities in this space as well. Next slide. So just in conclusion, I think basically, you know, the challenges in healthcare are so huge. You know, no individual companies can do it on their own, and they need to. Sorry for the background noise. And we need to work together in ecosystems to be able to address the problems. And overall, I think we have tremendous potential to be able to transform the lives of patients and support more robust and resilient healthcare systems. So hopefully that gives you some thoughts, and please feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn, and I apologize for the background noise.
Attention, please. By the nearest
back to the room.
So, Nick, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Sorry, the fire alarm is going off there.
Nick, want to thank you profusely for taking time to address this LHIF edition, and we look forward to having you here physically. Nick, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, yes. Sorry, there's a fire alarm going off, says yes, I can hear you, yep.
Nick, this is Sanjeev.
Hi, Sanjeev. Hi.
Hi. No, it was really a pleasure having you join us here today, and look forward to having you physically. This turned out to be a pretty large event, and a lot of your Astrazeneca team is also here with us. In fact, we were having a meeting with the minister just before your session. So he was here, and we are looking to do a lot of, your Astrazeneca came under a lot of praise for the work that has been done by some of the solutions that have been picked up by your team and that are getting deployed. So there was a lot of, in fact, that has been made as a model that we should follow, other companies can also follow. So you are sort of a trailblazer from that standpoint. And I'd like to thank you for the initiative that you have started, and your team has been following up on that. And we look forward to having you here. So is there any plan for you to be here anytime soon?
I'm certainly looking, in a few months' time, very much looking forward to coming to India. I always enjoy my time in India very much. And I think we have tremendous potential together. I really do. Whilst we've made great progress so far, the potential beyond is really exponential. So yeah, really looking forward to collaborating more, and thanks to the help of NASCOM as part of that.
No, thank you so much. I mean, your initiative and the drive from you and your team has been really exemplary, I would say. So with that, I think we'd like to close this session and thank you once again for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Just.
All right, bye.